Alright, today we're going to try to oil this a little bit and see if it'll actually run. It kind of tried to run, but it didn't run. This is a little Marvin twin. Um, the motors on this I don't really know if they would actually come apart to remove the rotor and clean the bearings and everything. I'm not really sure if the motor itself actually comes apart. It looks like it's riveted together. The back of this might come off of here, but I'm not really sure. And then for the front, just to lightly oil this just for now, it looks like I might be able to, you can't really see that, but I might be able to get in behind the shaft there, because the zoom spout has the telescoping, whatever you call it. So we're going to just oil this a little bit. It hasn't been cleaned at all. And from the back, you can get in there to the rear. It's hard to see, but that's the back of the shaft there. So we're going to put a couple drops and see if we can get this to actually spin the way it's supposed to for now. And then once we get into the spring, we'll dabble with the idea of taking this apart. But again, I'm not really sure how it all works and how it's all held together. And it's almost Crimbus, so I don't really feel like taking this all apart and making a huge project out of it. So for today, I'm just going to try to oil a little bit in there, and on the other side, you can actually see that. So the shaft is exposed right there. Come on, iPhone, do it. So that's the you can't really see too good. Sorry about that. But anyway, that's the deal here. We're going to try it. There's not a lot of videos of the process of oiling these. The guys are talking about it. A couple of users have good videos on these, but I haven't seen any fully disassembled or anything like that. I'm not sure that it's even worth going that far with this thing. It's just a little cheapo garage sale type window fan. And from what I understand, this is not an exhaust fan. This sits in the window this way and then pulls air into the house. It's not reversible, so I prefer exhaust fans because they push window air out of the house. I don't know. That's kind of what I was hoping it was. But this seems to spin this way. It means the air comes in this way. So I guess it's not really what I expected. I've never owned one of these, never seen them run, so I didn't know what to expect. So let's drop a little Earl in there and see what she does. So right there you can see the back of the shaft. And what I'm going to try to do is get in there and just clean a little gunk off the back before I drop oil onto it. I might not be able to show you doing that, and I don't want to disturb the wrapping on the windings, which is that tan that you can see right there, or the wires. I want to try not to disturb anything, but get a little bit of crap off of there with the old dry. It's a dry Q-tip. I'm not putting any oil on there, alcohol yet. Just want to get anything off of there that I can. I'm not going to be able to do that on the front because you can't really reach far enough in, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so what I'm trying to do is just clean the back of the motor where the shaft is and see if anything comes off of there. And not really. It's pretty, it's not that dirty back there, so very dry actually, which is part of why I didn't want to run. And I'm going to try and do the same on the other side. Just get any dust that might be on there. And we got a little bit off of there, but sorry you can't see that, but it's not that bad. So let's just drip a little Earl on there, as Grandpa would have said. We'll see. Sorry that you're listening to me ramble and mumble. It's pretty dumb. So here comes out a zoom spout then. And we want to be real careful not to get any oil anywhere else than where we're trying to put it, which is the hard part with this zoom spout, because sometimes it doesn't want to play nice sometimes. So I've got a rag here. This zoom spout, it does funny stuff sometimes. You get like drops that you're not expecting, and that's what I want to avoid. Okay, we got a little oil on there. I don't want to put too much because, then it's not gonna I'm not gonna, it's just gonna get on the windings and that little piece of paper there. We don't want that. So let's see if we can spin these a little bit. Let's plug her in and see if it'll run for a second. I'm going to move any kind of stuff that'll fly away on us. Including our cap for our Zoom spouterino. And we'll do a quick on off, see if we can get it to spin a little bit. Okay, it spun a little bit. Okay, the oil on the rear has soaked in a little bit, but not a lot. Okay, now we'll try the front. Now, I don't know, I'm going to go in here and sop up any that seems to want to fall. Just a little bit of extra oil on there. Okay, this one too. We can always go back and put a little more. Now, I'm going to re-extend the feet, or one of the feet, so that we can oil on the inside by the shaft. Now, what I'm going to try to do is get the blades in a good spot so that I can see through there and just drop a little oil in there, mate. Maybe this isn't going to quite work the way I hope, but I really want to do this with it laying down. So let's try that. Laying it down. Laying it down there, buddy. Okay, and now we kind of want to get in through there if I can. It's the heaviest thing I have. Prop it up though. Okay, we got it propped up at an angle now. I'm going to try to go underneath here through to where our front of our motor is and drop a little oil in there. And there it goes. A little bit of oil. Okay. That's a start. Let's try the other one. See if we can get this blade moved a little bit up this way. Okay, so that we can see down in there. And then oil behind the shaft, the front of the housing. Just, you know, a couple of drops. We're not sure that it's going to take all of it. And so there you go. Let's run it, see if it'll spin now. Huh. All right, so what it seems like the switch does is it seems like we have one fan run, and then the other fan runs, and then both fan run. One, and the next one it switches, and the third one, we get all of them. And that's off right there. So that's kind of interesting. Let's run it standing up here. And there's off. Interesting. So the motors are both running now. They're moving. They got a little movement here. And let's, I'll lay it down. You can see it better the other way. All right, so here's what I'm talking about. So it's in the off position on the switch, okay? So then it bounces and jolts a little bit. Once it's running, it's okay. Now the next position, we'll shut it off and switch to the other motor. Okay? And now back to the all the way to the far position is both. there it is running. Be quiet. Let's see if yeah, it makes a little rubbing noise in the back if it's angled. It'll probably be sort of the same on the front. But it's running now, and let's I'm gonna go right to the splitter switch so that you can see it spin down as it is right now. And I have it on one of these, so I'll just bump it off. And they more or less spin down around the same time, which I would never expect that. I mean, you know, the laws of the universe being what they are, you know, there's no way for two alike fans to run exactly the same way. There's just too many variables. But at least it there's a little bit of a bounce. It's possible that one of these blades is loose on the ship. This one makes a bit of a vibe when it starts up. Let's see if we can isolate that one. Alright, so that's just this one. The other one's spinning down. Let them both spin down all the way. And we're going to run just this one. And we're going to get an idea what that vibe is on it. Although I'm holding the camera, so I have no way. Here you go. All right, here it is. So yeah, it's got a bit of a vibe on it. I don't know if that's spinning on the shaft or if it's bouncing in there. I don't know, whatever. So at least it's running now. That feels good. It does need to be cleaned still. Cleaned up, get the dust and stuff off it. It's hard to see, the light's nice in here today, but it's a little dirty. But yeah, just a few drops of oil got it going. I think if you were to get this all the way apart, I think you would eventually find that the motor is riveted together. It looks like that's what it is. So unlike a two housing motor where the bearings are in the housings, I think these motors aren't really disassemblable. Sound right to you guys? That's what I think. So anyway, there's your little Marvin, running at least. It's kind of a neat little machine. And there you go. Hope you enjoyed. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to y'all. And hope you find some good fans out there in the world trying to save and keep them going. There it is.